counterculture.
Anyway, stop being replaced. Counterculture's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be a drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.
Previously on the recap.
So today, in what seemed like an elaborate toy farce post, Mcfarlane Toys has announced an actual Ross exclusive. So he's decided that his figures don't do well enough in Targets and Walmarts that he's just going to skip the middleman and go right to Ross. That's right, folks. That's right. Just cut the bullshit, get it out there, get it straight on the floor where nobody's going to buy it either way. Welcome back, folks. It's Friar's Day. Thursday this week. That's 2 Thursdays in a row. I'm not sure what's going on, and neither are you. And that's why you keep tuning back, right? I appreciate you dropping in. Of course, this is your favorite Friar's Day stream. Next week, that means maybe we're on a Friday, or we just keep it going with Thursday. The choice is yours. Actually, it's not. It's mine, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, appreciate you dropping in. Of course, if you ever want to be on the show, check that ticker below. All you got to do is send me that DM over on Instagram. I'll get you on the show. You come hang out for a couple of hours or an hour or whatever, and we just talk about toys. Whatever's happened in the last week or so. We just recap it. It's all in the name. It says it. It does the work itself. Of course, if you are here for the first time, thank you for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. And if you would like to join the members club, hey, that's open as well. Feel free to do that. Speaking of those members, though, a quick shout out to them. Of course, we do have Legion X, Compulsive Collector, St. James, Sith AF, Dan Who Reviews, Bring Toys to Work, John Morrissey, Northern Nomad, Christopher Allen, and Just Justin Collects. Speaking of Just Justin Collects, of course, every Saturday night at 8:45-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on his channel, you can find an episode, a series, I should say, called Collecting Justified. Each week we have a theme, a topic, we discuss, we talk for a few hours. Sometimes I start drunk and rambling at the end of it. Anything's possible, folks. I do recommend you tuning into that 8:45-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays over on Just Justin Collects. It's called Collecting Justified. It is a good time. I am not here alone today, though. As I said, DMs are open if you ever want to join the show. But bringing on today with me, I do have, you know him, Alexi. And he's muted. And that was probably a big setup for something awesome.
That's just how I stretch before every stream.
That's what I thought,
Completely
man.
silent. It just really gets the blood flowing. What I would like to say now is T-stream.
Welcome to the T-stream.
Welcome to the T-stream, guys. I'm happy to be in the T-stream today.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all? We're also joined by Compulsive Collector. You might know him as John.
Hey, Kenny. Hey, Alexi. How's it going?
Welcome. It's going all right. Happy Thursday.
Yeah. It's been a busy day. And tomorrow I drive down to Augusta for Joe Fest. So
It should be good. Are you doing that all weekend?
yeah, I mean, we won't stick around much on Sunday if I go to the convention at all. We got an Airbnb down there, so we'll be going to the con for a couple hours and then getting out of the convention area to to just have a relaxing weekend in the evenings. I don't hang around and drink with all the G.I. Joe fan rednecks at the hotel or anything.
Yeah. It's fair. We are also joined by St. James. James, make sure you unmute. Have your intro ready. Let's go.
Hello. That's all I got. No, I'm just...
Damn it.
I should be reading a Savage Land, a Rogue comic book right now from my last appearance.
It's all right. We can just, instead of doing this whole stream, we can just focus on you and you just read it to all of us. And the YouTube Land out there, and that's how we'll all take in Savage Land Rogue today.
Yeah, no, I'm
You're
a
good?
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that. I never read to my daughter. Never. got
I've
that.
never read, so it's okay.
Well, Father's Day is over, so you don't have to pretend.
So here we are, guys. We are back. It is Thursday. We'll say hello to the chat real quick. Justin is there. Yo, Joe is what I assume he meant with that. Just left out the rest of it. I get it. Darth Sinister is in the chat. What's up? Welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Seen you around a lot, Darth. I see you over on Justin's channel. Saw you on Dan Who's today. So good to see you hanging around.
I saw Darth Sinister today. I saw him over at the Dan Who's live stream, actually. And you know what he said?
That he wanted to be on there.
He said, one day I hope to be on Legends and Liquor, Dan Who. And that's why we're putting you on timeout, Darth Sinister.
You know, it only
kidding.
costs $3.
I can't even do that. So
Yeah. Look, maybe not there, but you could be here for free. And there's a reason. You can tell this is a free programming type of episode, right? So that's fine. We make do. We make do. Okay, what is this? That's a lie. You read that member list every Saturday night. What? Yeah, I do. Not every Saturday night, though. Alexi gets time, and David did get to do it once, but he did it so fast that the chat never voted again because it's not what they're there for, you know?
the best strategy.
They love to be tortured. I don't know what's up with your fan base, but man, they are into some shit. All right, so I deliver when I can. All right.
It's funny to me that you think you reading those out and taking your time with it is the torture when the real torture is Justin. And especially Justin on the weeb shit. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a good point. Northern Nomad in the chat. Yeah. I think they just all around are a bunch of sadists, right? Or masochists. Which is, maybe it's a combination of both, honestly. Yeah, so that's what's going on with the housekeeping, guys. Thank you for joining this week. Got a few things to go over. I'm gonna kick it off. We'll just go over like with what went up for pre-order in the last couple of days. If you have anything that you want to mention, let me know. And after we do that, if you have anything that you picked up that you want to show off, we'll go over that before we get into other releases and reveals from the week. But let's start off here. So Gargantos, Shumagorath, however you prefer, went up for pre-order. Did everybody go in on this?
Dude, look at the booty cheek on that Gargantos right there. Who posed this thing?
Which one?
Right there. No, which one? Yeah, there's a front,
boulder
the
shoulders,
back,
and the
side.
back work.
It's
Looking
everywhere.
good, Gargantos.
It's a lot of curves.
Where'd you guys pre-order from?
Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon?
Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't pre-ordered yet. Is it at BBTS? Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will say on GameStop for some reason it's like $5 cheaper. So I'm not sure. If you
That's
have a
weird.
preference of where you order, but GameStop had it at $64.99 if you're a member or game whatever. If you're a pro member or whatever, it was down to like 61 or something.
How are they with pre-orders? I've never pre-ordered anything with them.
I've only pre-ordered some Superman stuff, and I mean they've fulfilled the orders, so
Okay,
I'll give them that.
that's a good start.
I would say I think I've only ever had something canceled there once, but I've gotten like a few things from them, and then you get points for buying stuff there, which is kind of cool. So then you can get money off on future purchases.
Yeah, the thing is, I think it's free shipping over 50, unless they bumped it up to 75. But I want to say it's free shipping over $50.
Okay,
That makes sense.
I have one of those accounts with them, and I've shopped there in person, but I've just never pre-ordered online with them. And I've heard a lot of people like complain about their orders getting canceled and such. So
Speaking of canceled orders, so I pre-ordered that Maximum Hulk, not to like bring up sore subjects again or anything, but I pre-ordered the Maximum Hulk from Best Buy because they had it listed at $49.99 instead of $59.99.
Did they value it?
No, they just can't. I think they canceled a bunch of people's pre-orders because they canceled mine. I saw some posts in groups and everything that other people's Best Buy orders got canceled. So my guess is they realized that they were short $10 on all these orders, and that adds up. So
Wow.
No
So they
honor.
just cancel that shit.
cancel.
They have no honor.
That yes. Oh, Justin with the super chat. No, Kenny, you have to banter for an hour at least before the main topic. No, on this show, yeah. I mean, we try to get done within 2 hours, unless it's a couple of weeks ago we hit the 3 hour mark. So I don't know. What am I talking about? There are no rules here. Who knows?
I appreciated your show last week. It was tight, lean and mean. It was
Just over
good.
an hour, quick and clean. I agree. Yeah. So John, are you in on this? Or you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lexi, I know you're in on it. It's cool. I'm looking forward to it though. I mean, it's gonna be a centerpiece type deal. So
The thing I'm concerned about. Go ahead, John.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the thing I'm concerned about is if the green is going to hold up in person, because all these shots are in like studio lighting,
that's a good point.
And so I'm like, as long as it's that green or it matches around that green, because in the game it's kind of like a Hulk green.
Yeah.
But I like what they did. I just would like it to look like it does in these photos.
Are you worried about being too dark?
I am, yeah. Like too like earth green, I guess. Like
Right.
yeah.
It's like looking more like Man-Thing than this.
Exactly. Yeah, that color green. Yeah.
They didn't have it, or did they have it when they were doing those?
Yeah, I feel like they had
On the
it
live stream, yeah.
on the live stream, right? Yeah.
I'd rewatch that and then see what it looked like.
Yeah.
Because that'd be probably closer than these pictures.
Yeah, I'm still down. I mean, what other Shumagurath am I gonna get? So
It's very
yeah, I'm still in.
It would be funny if each tentacle had a little yellow boot. Sorry.
Down.
David might catch a homicide charge over that.
He's okay. He did his custom and it looks great.
Yeah, he did a great job with that.
I need his help. That was my pickups.
Yeah, I saw her the other day and you couldn't even tell she had surgery. And I was like, wow, who did your work? She was like, David Evan Smith. I was like, looks natural, honestly.
The other thing that went up for pre-order, at least like from what I'm definitely going in for, and again, if you guys want me to pull anything up that stuck out, let me know. But I've been in on the Mondo Real Ghostbusters, right? It's cool that they have a 6-inch representation now. Pricey for sure, but they look great. So Winston went up for pre-order this week. This is going to be the first one though that I don't go in for the deluxe, the timed release, right? I'm just going to go in for Winston. For me, Sandman, he's a cool ghost, but this one's very blocky. Looks like it'll just take up a lot of space. Boogeyman and Sam Hain were like two from my childhood that I really remember. So I was easily able to skip out on going for the full deluxe release on this one. Still though, here's what's going to happen though, is in about a year or so, Hasbro's going to do their own versions of these, right? And I could have saved a few $100s, but these will be the better figures, right? Guys,
Does
right?
Hasbro own Ghostbusters overall?
I don't think they can't, right? Because there's a lot of other companies that are involved in Ghostbusters stuff. So maybe that's the catch, right? Is they just don't have any sort of licensing with real Ghostbusters. And from like what I remember, that in itself is a complicated thing in Ghostbusters in general, right? Like the whole real Ghostbusters thing versus the main Ghostbusters licensing. So
Yeah.
very well could be the case.
I forgot where I heard it recently. I want to say it was on the Kaiju Daddy channel. The reason that they're called the real Ghostbusters is because there was a cartoon show
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Yeah.
Asia, Ghostbusters, and then in America they were like, we want to distinguish ourselves from them, so they called themselves the real Ghostbusters.
It
Yeah.
not even in Asia, it was here too. It was like there's like a big gorilla
Oh, it
it's-
was in the
it-
US as well.
yeah.
It's Filmation, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it was,
exactly.
Filmation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a live action show with those same characters that predates the movie as well, which was also Filmation's property. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess owning the license for Ghostbusters is probably very specific. So I imagine it's just Mondo that has the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah. It could be. Are any of you in on these, care about it at all, indifferent?
Personally, I watched the real Ghostbusters animated show and I like that. I also saw the movies and I enjoyed them. But I've never gotten any figures from any of the Ghostbuster franchises. I do of the two, like because Hasbro is doing that movie set. So between the Hasbro one and this version, I think I'm leaning towards the Mondo.
Yeah.
I definitely watched the cartoon. I like them. I think they look incredible, but it's just one of those things where it's like, that's at least about a $500,
Yeah.
to get all four of them.
If you're just getting the standard release, yeah, because if you get the like 2-packs with the bigger version of the Ghost, you're at
$800, right?
Yeah, you're at 200 a pop. So
Yeah. I was on the fence when they first showed I think it was, what was it, the Venkman was the first one, right? Or is it Egon?
Egon was first, and then Venkman.
Yeah. Did that have Slimer with him?
One of them, I should know this, right? I pre-ordered them. One of them did, yes.
I can't. The first one had Slimer with it, whoever the first one was,
Yeah.
I think. And I was like, that was when I was like teeter-tottering. Like it didn't sell out right away, and I was like, maybe I should get it. And I was just like, just sell out so I can move along.
So I can give up.
Yeah, they're cool though, but yeah, I'm not in though.
Yeah. What I do like is that if you're not doing the full like 2-pack deluxe version of the release, you do still get a version of the Ghost, right? Whatever Ghost is attached to the Ghostbuster. But it's the smaller one that's going into the trap, right? So
That's cool.
Wow.
I noticed that was on every one of them. Yeah, I see it there. That's cool.
I
That's
think those
sick.
are the coolest thing about this entire line.
yeah.
Yeah, the Ghost and the Trap.
Yeah, every
That's
single
awesome.
one they show. Like I don't really follow it because like I just like Ghostbusters just kind of missed me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Who was it that did the original toys? Was it Kenner?
Kenner.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, like I had one. I don't even remember which one because I just wasn't that interested. But I often had like one thing from a lot of toy lines that I wouldn't like keep up with. But as they've been showing those little ghosts getting caught in the trap accessories are 100% the coolest thing about this whole line. I love each one of those.
Yeah.
Justin, they are 100% haunted, I'm sure. Yes.
No doubt.
No doubt. No doubt in my mind.
If they're coming from Kenny's factory, then
Then they're definitely haunted.
many people died to bring you these
Yeah,
toys.
Yeah. There is blood on my hands. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah. So there's that. This Sandman is so big and bulky though. It's like
It looks like an
Miles.
anime villain.
it's like 6 points of articulation.
And like the size of it, looking at it makes me wonder if it's like like one of those like plastic piggy banks. Like that's the way it's made. Like it's just
It actually is
it's
a piggy bank.
shell, a hollow shell.
They
That
put
would
a
be
slot
awesome.
in the back. You can just drop your little
Yeah.
quarters in there.
The money ghost.
All right. Well, do you guys have anything else that went up for pre-order this week that you want to highlight, or anything that you?
I would,
Yeah.
but Yojo June apparently has
They,
been postponed indefinitely.
It's going to be Yojo
Damn.
July now.
Apparently.
So, you know.
Did they give a reason?
No, like there's obviously a lot of speculation because people were expecting the cop figure to go up for pre-order, not yesterday, but the week prior. And, you know, since the news is what it is, I am sure that
Really?
someone said, hey, I don't want to hear it. Like, it doesn't matter. We'll sell this whenever we sell it. I don't care. I just don't want to hear it. Just stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, good on them for reading the room. Sorry
Sure.
that for the people that wanted it.
I mean, they'll still sell it. You know, they'll probably just, you know, very quietly put it up for pre-order without a YouTube video and all that stuff later down the road.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do find it odd though that they canceled the entire stream. Maybe that was a big part of the stream. I don't know, but
Well, those are pre-recorded.
yeah. Oh yeah.
The weird thing was that this past Wednesday, like yesterday, came and went, and it was just about like Skybound comics.
Yeah.
And you know, nothing, which they may have planned all along, but with them being, you know, so silent on the prior week, and I don't blame them for that either. But it just makes people think, whoa, hey, like what happened to the toys?
Yeah. We're here for the toys, man. Justin, yes, they could have just shown it in a VR headset. Seems to be the solution when everything's falling apart. Any pickups, guys? Anything that you want to show off from recent purchases?
Alexa?
You guys can go first. I just have one thing I was going to show off.
Okay. James?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I got a couple.
I'm not sure either. Don't worry.
Well, I showed this real quick, but I got one of each of these. I have the Dark Phoenix one. That's the one I'll do surgery on. So I'm going to keep this one on card just because I need to display two Phoenixes anyways. I got the green one up there.
That's fair. Okay.
And so, but I still wanted to cop it on card before they disappeared completely. And but yeah, I got two of these in case I F up.
That's fair.
Bears. Nice.
Yeah. And then since they sent me a red Batman from GameStop when I ordered it the last time, I had to get the blue one. So I ordered two of these to make sure that
you got
sent me a freaking blue
regular one.
And then I got that. I should have brought it upstairs. Maybe I'll grab it at some point. But I got the Doom helmet.
Oh, nice.
Role play.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And I'm gonna lie. Got a couple Legends pickups. Got the Black Cat.
Cool.
Got the Anti-Venom Spider-Man. It sucks they have them on them whack-ass bodies, though. They're like, like the least articulated Spider-Man they can make.
Right.
Yeah, but then got the Boricua Miles.
Is this costume like textured at all, or is it like smooth plastic?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's textured. The blue part's textured. It's like rough.
Okay.
It's like with webbing, like the webbing is raised on it. Yeah, oh shoot, sorry. But I don't know if it.
That's a great looking figure. I didn't really have anywhere to put it, so I didn't buy one, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, I have kind of like Spider-Verse like on a couple shelves up above me on my desk, and so it just kind of fits in wherever. And then I put this on my Venom shelf. Put him back right now. There you go. Yeah, that's about it. I think that I got that I haven't. Well, I got this. It's not the Invisible Woman, but X-23. Oh, this is better. How about that?
There you go. Okay.
Noise.
Yeah, I pretty much open myself pretty quick most of the time if I have any time and get it put in. And I got the Blanca and Sagat came in. So I just
Nice.
opened these last night. So
Yeah.
I'm actually working on my fighting shelf there in the background. Like I took all my like second tier X-Men off of it, and I'm working on expanding that because the where I had it is a little bit smaller of an area, and then I'm trying to plan for some of them other characters coming in soon. But yeah, that's it. Sorry, I swear that's it. I'm like looking around.
And then but wait, there's more. All right. Well, before we move over to John, I do want to point out a couple of weeks ago, I said that I am still on going out on the hunt specifically for the Street Fighter figures. And it did work out. It did work out.
Okay. Yeah. Like you brought this up on Justin's stream, but you got them at a toy show.
Okay. But it's still the hunt, right?
It's a target rich environment.
You're right.
It's like going to a game preserve and saying you caught a lion.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Or just a farm.
That's
a petting zoo. Like, come on.
It's small wins, I got to take what I can get.
Well, I too will be hunting this weekend when I'm at Joe Fest.
That's the spirit. There you go. All right, John. Anything you want to show off?
Yeah, I got. It's already in my display, but I got the classified heavy duty. These just got delivered about an hour ago.
Nice. I saw you. Yeah, I saw what you posted with heavy duty. Heavy duty looks awesome.
Yeah. I like him and Metalhead. I like that ridiculous, just like rockets blasting off all of them, like guns by his head. Like that's not going to blow his ears out, even with the ear protection.
Dude, those earmuffs aren't doing nothing.
Nothing. No, it's hilarious. I love that about G.I. Joe. I got 2 of the Frag Vipers. Since it comes with the like weird new alternate head, I wanted to have 2 of those so I could display one each way. And then I got Darklon, and this has always been one of my favorite G.I. Joe designs since the figure came out. I know it's hard to see with the glare on the package there, and I will not have time to open these before I go to Augusta. I was honestly thinking that they were going to end up being delivered tomorrow while I was on the road, but they both showed up around 6:30 this evening. So,
perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Alexi.
So I'm not going to show all of my pickups because I'm going to show those off in full on Saturday. But I did open one thing, and it's the Star Wars Celebration exclusive from Japan, the Mafex Mandalorian. It's Beskar, but it's all chrome for the armor. And of course, the light is like reflecting off it. But I also have the older version of the Mando figure here.
Nice.
And so you can kind of see the difference in the armors.
Yeah, the
How did those scale with Black Series?
They fit. I have a couple Black Series in my collection. I have the Super Battle Droid here. So that's the Super Battle Droid, and that's them.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah. Good enough to fudge in, or
it looks good with the chromed armor. Like that's how the Hot Toys Mando that I have is.
Oh, nice.
And I specifically paid more to get the one that was like that because it just, on a Black Series figure, whatever, but in the Hot Toys display, I definitely wanted it to have that nice shine to it.
And it looks really good. Like if you have a light on your display, like I have all these lights here, it really makes the armor pop. And I'm actually going to sell that other version of the Mafex Mando. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Justin wants to know where the weeb shit is, though, guys.
Alexi.
I don't have any new anime stuff.
Let you down. And by that I mean whatever. I don't know. Whatever, man. All right, so let's roll into some reveals, releases from the week. We'll kick it off with a little bit of Superman stuff, right? Why not? All right.
Hell yeah, dude. Everybody loves Superman. I hope it's a
Hell yeah.
McFarlane.
It's not.
Oh man.
Not yet.
Hey. Oh, we
on-
lost one in the chat.
Aw,
Sorry. I saw the ticker go down.
damn it. He'll be back.
This
He
is
doesn't
what I
know
meant
any-
about
doesn't know
quality
any better.
subscribers.
Fonjoy, right? Fonjoy? Toys?
Yeah.
Yes. Lex Luthor. Looking at what Alexi and I were talking very briefly, like he brought it up and, you know, we looked at it and looking at the head sculpt here. And I got to say, I mean, this is a really good likeness. I'm not super, like, I don't own any Fonjoy figures. I don't know if any of you do. So I don't really know how they sort of mix in with everything. But it's what are these
1/9 scale.
1/9 scale? It's very
Yeah. So
particular.
it's slightly larger than a McFarlane, or would that be slightly smaller
Yeah,
than
larger.
slightly larger than a McFarlane? Yeah. So probably your 7-inch scale. I mean, he's a human character. This will go with your McFarlane or your Beast Kingdom stuff. A lot of
Yeah.
people like Beast
Yeah,
Kingdom.
I think probably Beast Kingdom closer to like that, right? Almost 8-inch style.
Yeah, exactly. He looks really good though. Like you said, the head sculpt is really what struck me. I don't have any Fonjoy stuff, but I do see people like I'm on a few different platforms for action figure stuff, and I do see people posting about how much they like their Fonjoy, especially when the like Snyderverse Batman came out recently. I think that was one of them. I only have one figure in the scale. It's a Beast Kingdom Iron Man, and I got it as a gift from one of my best friends. Shout out
Yeah.
Lissandro. But I never like picked it out, so I've never actually gotten anything else from Beast Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I only have one Beast Kingdom figure. It's Darkseid. So
Oh, nice. They're
pretty good,
coming
though.
out with a new one though. You don't have the new one, right?
I do not have the new one.
Is yours the Snyderverse one?
No, it's I don't. It's a comic based one.
Oh.
From a couple of years ago. I got it on sale, so that's the only reason I bought it. Because otherwise, I mean, I didn't have a lot of interest in it, and the scale is off compared to.
Was that to
else.
scale with your McFarlane Superman figures?
Yeah, because I mean, I think you can. The one I had before was like an older Mattel one, and it was really short.
The
for what it
Collecting
should have been.
Connect.
Yeah. So I wanted to get something a little bit bigger in stature. I think that one worked out pretty well. Justin did say that they do scale with McFarlane though. So
Justin, never heard of him.
yeah, I thought he unsubscribed. He's still lingering around.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Gotta change that chat to subscribers only.
Yeah. Dan Who is in the chat just saying, "Pow, we'll be on the replay crew, but can James just randomly spread out his pickups throughout the show again?" Yeah, that's how we like it.
Actually,
Don't
when
worry, Dan.
Alexi was talking about Star Wars, I remembered I grabbed this.
Hell yeah.
Got it on sale on Amazon.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm hiding you. You're gonna have to show that off again.
All right, my bad.
The Gamerverse pack, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Look at the Legends team biting the Black Series Stees with their Gamerverse line.
And if you stay tuned, I'll have another one later. I do have something else.
There's more. Don't worry.
Something fell over and covered it up.
Dan, to answer your question, yes, that is my dog, Boomer. He's a goofy 11-year-old pup. He's a sweetheart.
Aw.
And that is not his cell phone, though. I will tell you that. That cell phone is fake. So keep that in mind. Right. So, Lex, I'm not in on it. Scale is off for what I'm going to... I say that now. Don't listen to me with that when I say I'm out on something. Never mind.
Do they already have
For
a
the moment.
Superman? Like,
Probably. Like I said, this was
I don't
the
know.
first I really looked into Fonjoy. If they don't, they will, right? And maybe
that's what you should do is just
maybe
buy
I'll
the
decide.
Superman and see how you like it.
And then go
And
from
then-
there. I will say though, I mean, we don't have a lot of, and by a lot, I mean we don't really have many good cinematic Lex Luthors, right? Of course, I'd rather have a Gene Hackman Lex, but I'll take what I don't think we'll get Kevin Spacey anytime soon. So
No.
I think I could rock out with Nick Holt here. You know, I think it could be a good figure to have. So it might be the cinematic version of Lex Luthor I have in the display.
I sent you a link for the Fonjoy Superman in our Instagram chat.
Oh, all right.
Do either of you guys watch the show The Great on Hulu? It's like
No.
it's like one of those like comedy historic fiction, but Nicholas Holt plays the Emperor Peter the Great, and it's basically about Catherine the Great and how she ran the country of Russia while she was married to him. But Nicholas Holt in the show plays like a ditzy, like powerful person really well, and I'm excited to see the contrast because he's a big part of the show between that character and his Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I've had that on my list to watch on Hulu for a while now. I just haven't gotten to it, but I've liked him in everything I've seen him in. He was I don't really care a whole lot for the direction of the story, but he was good in First Class.
Yeah.
He was probably the best part of Fury Road. Damn it, I can't remember the name of the movie, but the Dracula movie that he did with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Amanda and I saw that actually. We did like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was his character's name.
Yes. It's from
Renfield?
the Renfield. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's excellent. And I've heard him say that growing up, Michael Rosenbaum was his Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And I've also heard James Gunn say that Michael Rosenbaum is the best live action Lex Luthor. So with both of them coming at it from that angle, because Michael Rosenbaum was easily the best part of Smallville.
Yeah, he was great.
I really enjoyed Smallville.
Yep.
But I agree. Yeah, he played Lex so well. So Darth, I'm with you. That would be epic. Anything Smallville I would take. But
yep.
He was also the voice of the Flash in the Justice League animated series.
Yes. And then there was the stunt casting where him and Lex Luthor switch places. So technically he's voicing Lex when their minds have been switched, which is a hilarious episode of that show.
Yeah. He like takes off, he's in Flash's body and he takes off his mask and he's like, at least I know who the Flash is. And then he looks in the mirror and he's like, I have no idea who this is.
No idea.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, Roach the Human. He-Man is better than Superman?
I'll give Roach a pass. But it's not true.
No, it's not.
Roach, we've talked about it.
Did Bat in the Sun never do He-Man versus Superman? That seems like why wouldn't anybody suggest that?
Seems like a missed opportunity.
They even did Batman versus Darth Vader.
See, so what's going on?
Out to see who wins.
They're just
DC did it.
Yeah, there were crossover comics at one point.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool.
And did He-Man win?
I don't remember.
It was probably a draw. They were probably like, we should work together,
Yeah, I'm sure that's
together.
how it went.
That's always how it is.
They're both faces. Yeah. They're both good guys. They can't.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it ended.
Why are we fighting?
Being overcome by the spirit of Christmas, like the
Kumbaya.
Or maybe He-Man pulled out a little green rock and man couldn't.
Damn
overcome it.
Shots fired.
By the power of Grayskull.
Krypton's exploding.
And then there's no way that Batman could beat up Darth Vader or do anything to Darth Vader. Darth Vader just force choke him before he even got close to him. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Smoke bombs can be powerful.
You might have a choke blocker device. I don't know. You know.
I mean, he really just needs an EMP.
That's those are the words that I'm looking for.
God damn it. Damn it, John.
Yeah, sorry, but
I thought you were a Star Wars fan.
I am, but like, let's be real. Like, that's all you. And they have those in Star Wars. Like, they have like little EMP grenades that they roll at the destroyer droids. So
They do.
That's all Batman needs. It's going to be pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, Adrian. Their mothers are both named Martha. Roach coming in with He-Man's mom is Marlena, but it's close enough. So, you know. Why'd you say that name? All right. Keeping it Superman related and moving over to everyone's favorite toy company. So this went up for order. And I find myself every time Mcfarlane announces another Superman situation asking myself why, and also seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, right? So
yeah,
we're getting there. I'm going to be honest. I know I say this quite often.
You're going to buy it. Just don't even pretend.
Look, I didn't buy that Todd's Mods. All right. Justin made that abomination.
You have it though.
Show up on my. I do, and I am proudly displaying it in the shelf. But that was not by choice. Okay, just saying. This though, I mean, it's $80 for this McFarlane Superman and Godzilla. Okay, I mean, I have a Godzilla figure, and I think I have a couple of Superman figures. I'll just do this in my spare time, you know.
I was gonna say, if you ever see it for like 70% off, then that's your.
Then I will buy it. This is
other than that, yeah, just stay away, dude.
Yeah, this is definitely a wait and see situation. Although you do get this tiny little stupid Superman that has a pretty bad expression. And then there's Godzilla. I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is 4 points of articulation. No, the mouth move 5. Maybe the tail, but I'm pretty sure we're at 5 POA on this Godzilla here.
EOS.
Which honestly, if it were just unarticulated and had a cool pose, that would be better than this.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Look at this. Same hands and everything. Look.
Well,
giant ass
almost
hands.
as big as Godzilla's.
They'll fit on Godzilla. Look at that. And then there's that little guy up there. Look at him.
Who's still
just see if someone
too
will
big to be with Godzilla.
Yeah.
Just see if someone will sell you the mini Superman on eBay or something, like, and save your money for the rest.
Good point. Good point. Superman versus Godzilla. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I guess people want this stuff, right? Because you have the Batman versus Kong out there as well. And look, these pictures aren't helping either.
Nope.
If you have a shit figure, at least have a good photographer.
This is a Photoshop.
Yeah, I'm just, it's not like. Although it does have a wired cape, and they did manage to get the S on the back of the cape, so I will give props.
You're talking yourself into it.
No, I'm out. All right. Moving on. Keeping it Godzilla related. Hiya Toys does have Ghidorah. There we go. Ghidorah.
I think that just finally got released because I think that's been a pre-order for like a year.
Yeah, so it's coming out, right?
Oh, cool.
So it's pretty good. You get a head.
What scale is this? Haya does a few things, right?
Yeah.
I think this is pretty big because it's like 120.
13 inches tall with an 18.5-inch wingspan.
Man, this would go great with your Superman versus Godzilla.
Right? I mean, it's right there. It's all coming together. It's pretty good though. We've talked about Haya a few times in the last few weeks. I don't collect any of their stuff, but kind of like some of the things they're doing.
I like the damage pieces,
Yeah, that's cool.
and that thing takes up a lot of space.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I wanted to get it.
you thought that Sauron wingspan was bad. It does come with boobs. Yeah, that's true.
Same trainer as Gargantos.
All that curvature.
Mm-hmm.
So you only get the one set of wings, so you're stuck with a damaged wing.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right. Anybody in on this? Anybody collect any Godzilla stuff? I don't know. We've got a few Godzilla
No.
things back to back. Yeah.
Really never
The only-
had Godzilla.
The only reptile thing I have is the Hammond Collection T-Rex.
This is my only.
Oh, is this another pickup?
No,
Okay. Just one.
the old.
Is
class-
that Super 7?
No, it's a
It's a
bank.
piggy bank.
Oh, it is a piggy bank.
Callback. See, folks, that's
It's
a callback.
Mondo.
Wow.
It's Mondo.
Yeah, it's Mondo. Wow.
I forgot what it was. Anyways, but yeah, that's my only Godzilla. I just love this version. I think it's the 68 or something like that.
I mean, have you had that since you were a kid or like younger, much
No.
younger? Okay. No, I asked because like I remember there was always this Godzilla figure, and again, I mean, it was probably like 3 POA, 5 POA. That my grandma would always, I think they like sold it at the dollar store or something, right? So every 2 years or something, she would replace it. But it was a pretty good looking Godzilla, although this is with my like 5-year-old brain, so maybe it looked like shit. But I recall it did look like a pretty good Godzilla. But it was, like from back then, and certainly a cheap figure. But I don't think it was a piggy bank though.
Oh yeah, this is a Diamond Select.
Oh,
I just had to take a picture of the writing on the foot. Yeah, it's a Diamond Select piggy bank.
So they used to make piggy banks, and then they went bankrupt.
Yeah, this is
funny,
10 years old.
funny how that
though.
works.
It's fun.
Oh, that's where it all started.
That's the day that they were marked.
But I didn't show this off last time I was on, but I did just pick this up too. Getting ready for the Savage Land.
Ooh, that's good.
Is that which
Hammond.
Jurassic is that Hammond Collection?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is that from the new movie? No, huh?
I'm not sure actually. I threw away the box so quick because it was so big that I didn't even care because I knew it was just for my.
Yeah,
I could give a shit less about.
it's
Jurassic.
definitely a dinosaur.
But it's good scale. With it'll fit in a setup without being too gigantic.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look tiny either. So. Anyway, that's it. I swear. Maybe.
All right. Yeah, we'll see. It doesn't want to remove you from the screen. For some
okay.
reason,
Well,
so
in that case,
keep going. Yeah. There we go. Figure it out. I'm gonna keep it dragon related. Okay. Double Dragon, that is. Syndicate Toys, Comic-Con exclusive. It's gonna be Jeff from Double Dragon. So that's cool.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. Hey, if this scales well, I like the video game love we're getting here. Some good callbacks. I'll take some Double Dragon figures all day long. Looking forward to that.
What else does Syndicate make?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
It seems like it. And those are 1/12th. Okay, they're opening with Double Dragon.
Jeff.
7-inch scale. the Howling. Okay. All right. So they've done statues and busts before. See, a lot of these companies, that's where they start, right? Like that French company doing the RoboCop stuff. And they've got
Right.
some Jesus statues.
Huh.
Okay.
That's
There's a
interesting.
wide variety of offerings
And
here.
Cuphead.
I
And
love
boom.
the art for that Cuphead video game. I love the art. I don't want to own any
Yeah. The
toys,
style.
but I like the art. Yeah.
So the Howling figure up there was 1/12 scale, but these are 1/10 scale, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so they're all over the place.
That's weird.
Okay. They got Billy and Willie and Jimmy.
And Jimmy. And some Fallout. Oh, Pumpkinhead. Okay, interesting.
Did you guys play Double Dragon
It is
on
weird
NES?
that these are 112 and the other. Yeah, that is a weird choice. I'm sorry. Yes, yes, I did play a lot of Double Dragon.
The only time I ever played Double Dragon was in an arcade, like dropping quarters into it. I never played it on a home console, but I definitely played it in arcades, huh?
Yeah,
I don't
never
think I
really
even
played
knew they had
arcade.
names.
No, yeah, for
I
sure.
think we're all
didn't know
learning that together. Yeah, I think it's just I'll be the blue
And
guy.
Jeff. Yeah, exactly. I got Billy. $50.
$50 will get you
Mm.
some
7-inch scale. So this will scale with Storm Collectibles video game stuff, right? Are they like 8-inch scale?
Yeah.
Oh, it says it right there on the front.
Yeah, unless like you're trying to build like a video game shelf that's just like not just fighting games, but just a video game shelf or whatever, I could see it being a thing. But
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
and I
Yeah.
played the game, but I have no like desire. Even if they were $20, I could.
Yeah, no, same.
Right.
I like that they tossed the barrel in there though. That's
Yeah,
a nice touch.
Yeah.
I'd rather
knives,
have
too.
the barrel than the figure.
Yeah. See, they all come. Oh, each comes with their own collectible barrel. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
So you can do one of
Yep.
those.
Sweet.
So yeah, it's something. I don't know. I'd be interested, but like $50, I'm with you. Like I kind of a little turned off at that. These seem more like $30 offerings at
I was
best.
gonna say, I'm sure if
Yeah.
you wait, they'll be $30 because there's not going to be enough people to buy unless they just make hardly any.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't really see this even with the larger scale. I don't see how this is double the cost of a Jada Street Fighter figure.
Exactly, and
What for the fucking barrel? Like,
I think that's where they're going to be hard pressed to like convince people that this is a $50 figure when I'm getting this for what 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pulled out the shock effects,
Oh,
man.
for-
It's so cool. You could use this with so many different action figures.
Yeah,
They're great.
yeah, and Street Fighter is just a way has a lot more of a fan base than this does. So
yeah,
like
yeah.
this
Agreed.
seems risky.
I agree.
Well, they're selling a ton of Jesus statues, John. Okay.
they
so
do
they have
have-
cash to burn.
They have Jesus on their side for this, so
They let him take the wheel, obviously, and he
They let him
said
take
double
the-
dragon.
Double Dragon.
Double-
Hold on.
Make
Let's go.
double dragon, my child.
And make sure you tell people their names. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Northern Nomad in the chat says in the arcade characters were Hammer and Spike, but on Nintendo it was Billy and Jimmy.
Oh, Hammer and Spike are way cooler names than Billy
Yeah.
and Jimmy.
Then who the fuck is
did.
Jeff?
Uh, Hammer, Spike. I guess Jeff would be like Railroad.
Railroad.
Yeah, now that he says, I do remember Billy and Jimmy being the names. Like I do now remember that. Like
Oh, Billy.
Jeff.
Freaking Jeff,
I
man.
can't wait till they put out Henry. Like
Archibald.
Oh man, fuck you, Jeff. All right, moving on. Star Wars. So this last week we had the stream. This is the danger of doing a stream on Thursdays because cool stuff happens on Fridays, right?
Right.
So they had the Star Wars stream announcements, etc. Over Friday, right on Friday. Yeah. Some cool stuff here. Although it is all like TVC, right?
It's Kurt scale.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
also
this-
James has started to dabble.
Yeah.
Unintentionally maybe, but
Now that they have this in this scale, now
here we go.
the X-Wing is looking a little more like I might have to get X-Wing, but damn, it's still like $140. I don't know.
Yeah. This was
Yeah.
really cool. The damage pieces that you can swap out on it were like really cool. The cockpit, I watched the stream and when they were talking about designing the cockpit, he was like, I'm pretty sure in the original Darth Vader was sitting on like a lawn chair like while they filmed it. So they got to like take some liberties, but like try to be true to the lore in the cockpit. The whole piece looks really cool. I'm glad I don't collect vintage because I couldn't tell what scale it was when they started to show off, and I was like, oh fuck, oh no. But then he was like, vintage, and I was like, oh hell yeah, thank you.
John got the big one for you. He can.
Do you have a
Yeah.
112 scale?
Sure.
Yeah, the first order one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
Kenny
was-
has your troopers.
It's true.
This is only like 25% cheaper than that 112 scale one was when it came out
Yeah.
in 2015. Like the prices are crazy when you think about it like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't know it had that much back on it.
Yeah,
Baby got back.
that's
Yeah.
that's yeah, I agree. It does though. There is a lot of back there.
Yeah, thing looks fire. Good for them. Good for NJ devs.
Yep.
Art's gonna love that.
It's gonna love it.
And Michael, Bring Toys to Work, likes Vader enough that he might want that. So
Oh, okay. Damn, they went retro on the box? Or
Yeah,
that's the
box,
original?
box looks cool too. Look at that. That's good.
Maybe I'll just go visit Kurt one day and see his
There you
collection.
go. It's like a
And then I don't
museum.
have-
Right? Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Appreciate from afar, you know. Don't listen to me for advice, but you know.
The army builders towards the top that you scrolled past, those are Black Series, right?
No.
No.
Those are vintage too?
Yep.
yeah, all those
Oh.
4-packs that they do in this style, that's always vintage collection.
Oh, okay. Dang, those army builders would have been sick.
It would be a lot cooler.
Yeah. Okay, so all that stuff at the beginning was vintage.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
Anything that stuck out for you?
The Jedi Temple Guards. I
yeah,
mean,
you got
the
the black-
Anakin and Obi-Wan, I'm sure, is what most people would be most interested in. Like this with the base, and it
Yeah.
even has like the droid that Anakin can stand on and everything.
David Evan Smith said it came with real lava. Is that right?
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah. It does burn a hole in the box if you don't open it quick enough, though.
Nice.
Yep.
That's where the budget goes every time.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of them and give them to Toys for Tots, so just to like fry a bunch of poor kids this Christmas.
Absolutely. Humbug.
Yep.
A lot of people. Well, how do you feel about it, James?
I think where you're going with it, I'm gonna wait for the single releases of the figures probably, and just stay away from because I'm not gonna display that whole. I do like the single one that he floats in on. Like I wish I could just have that piece, but I don't.
Brandon
need
looked
the
like he was
whole-
force choking someone in that picture. Can you go back a
He
couple?
did.
Yeah, they did the force hands for the first
Yeah.
time.
Brandon's force choking someone off screen.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and when they do single releases, I bet those heads. If I wanted these figures, I would get this set.
Yeah, you think so? I'm on the
Yeah.
fence about it because I want that floating
I know I'm often a dick about trying to get people to spend money and stuff, but in this case, I'm being 100% sincere that if I were going to get these two figures for my display, I would get this set, assuming it's not a huge pain to get when Comic-Con comes around.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna not. I'll be buying how many Savage Land sets at the same time. Jesus.
Yeah, and you got one of those for free already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think if I was gonna get one right away and wait on one, I don't know. I was gonna say wait on the Savage Land because it'll go up for pre-order. Or it'll go up for order after the con is over. But so will the Star Wars pack. I mean, look what happened with the Celebration exclusive. It's still available.
No, I think this will be a pretty like the price is high enough. There's gonna be enough people that are gonna wait and stuff like that. I think I don't think it's gonna sit, but I don't think it's gonna.
I would not wait on. I think this will sell out pretty quickly.
Oh, really?
Because think about how popular that movie is.
Yeah.
Dude, I want this for sure. Like, this thing looks insane, and the base and the lava. Wow.
Like the only
I have my
reason,
Pulse Premium, I guess.
The only reason I'm not planning on getting it is because the Anakin and Obi-Wan in my display, like prequel era, are specifically Clone Wars Anakin and Obi-Wan. Like that's the only reason I'm not getting this. Like if I did have like a Revenge of the Sith display, I would be all over this. Like it's cool. It's just not something I want for my collection. But it's really, really nice though.
Yeah, there's just so much that they did well with this pack aside from the base. You get the clashing saber effect, you get different size saber swishing effects, you get force push hands.
Yep.
The way that they engineered that's the clashing effect there. The way that they engineered their hands to come off is more like an SHF now instead of like the original like Hasbro
the ball joint.
Yeah, like this is a huge upgrade. Now, of course, they still do have single jointed elbows and single jointed knees, which people would like an upgrade for. But this is definitely a step in the right direction, and it's progress like towards their overall releases.
Yeah, and they're never going to do double jointed elbows or double jointed knees for these figures. So if somebody wants the, like I said, I would try to grab this set instead of waiting for single releases that you're going to end up spending $50 on the two of them plus tax later. Whereas I think this is like $110 or something like that. And it, like, to me, the extra money, like for the displays, like the display options you have with this, easily worth it.
Oops. Yeah. I mean, it does look really good. I'm going to sit this one out, but, I can see a lot of people wanting this for sure.
Yep.
A lot of good stuff going on in there.
I mean, with the like, especially like millennial age collectors, like this movie specifically is their peak Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is I don't think this will linger. And like I said, I wouldn't wait on single releases that are going to end up not being this cool.
Yeah, because they might not do the overlays as nice on Anakin. Like they're all soft and stuff. Like not soft goods, but like a really soft leather. Like
you're definitely not getting all the lightsaber effects. You probably won't get the force push hands. And then again, like just like with the different display options with the diorama pieces, like that shit is cool.
Yeah, Black Series in their single packs, they do hate to have any. Like,
and this Anakin comes with an alternate head. You don't ever get alternate heads with Black Series figures.
Oh, that's right. Like they have the like his like hair more messed up or whatever, and
like with the split eyes and everything. I think.
The
split eyes. They have alt heads.
Yeah, like that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
me too. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
this is a sick pack, dude.
All right.
I probably would have got myself into it.
Yeah, you're like, I only have Clone Wars for Anakin and Obi-Wan. And like, well, now you can have both of them right away. Or Revenge of the Sith right here.
The Obi-Wan, like I'd probably like if the Obi-Wan wasn't in it, I'd actually probably be more into it. Like, I don't need another Obi-Wan. Like, I have one where he's in a brown robe from, I think it was from the TV show one, and it's a great
You can always
figure.
use more Obi-Wan.
It could work for this era, so.
Yeah, well,
I
Ewan
do
McGregor's
wish-
disappointed in you.
I do wish Hasbro could do a better job with the Ewan McGregor likeness. Like, he just comes out looking like Chuck Norris every time.
Yeah.
Like Chuck Norris, yeah.
It's super weird. He's
see
just
that.
one of those actors that they cannot nail.
Poor Ewan McGregor.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Jedi Temple Guards though look really, really cool.
Ordered 2 of those.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, these do look good too.
Yeah, that wasn't something I really ever expected to see in Black Series, so I was very happy. I have the mask prop replica from Galaxy's Edge for the Temple Guards. It's one of my favorite pieces in my display.
But I think now too, like, I think they're probably realizing more how popular the Clone Wars stuff was, like the cartoon.
And I mean, they were killing sales with the Clone Wars line, and I think that's probably going to factor into some of their business decisions going forward. Is like, all right, the kids who were eating those up for about 3 years are starting to collect now, so let's hit them up.
Yeah, and so they've really been going to it, and there's so many more characters they can pull from the cartoon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fighting really hard on getting like a Jedi Council display or something, but they've just made it really easy with all the releases they've done from like the prequel films and now the Temple Guards, like Barriss Offee, like
And Barriss looks good, but like Ahsoka, she's just too tall. Like, I mean, I'll still get it and put it in the display.
Oh, true.
They should both be like way shorter than they are. In that time period. But that's something that the Star Wars side of Hasbro just they don't really have a lot of size diversity, period. Like Shin Hati and Baylan Skull from the Ahsoka show are almost the same height.
I wonder what their bodies are. I was looking at the Laura Kinney, the X-Force one, like compared to Ahsoka. Is it the same type of body? It looks like they're pretty skinny.
Yeah, but the Legends scale is a little bigger than Black Series too. So so Ahsoka should be smaller than the X-23 figure for sure.
Yeah,
I don't think I have any. I have that X-Force X-23 figure, but I don't have any like young girl figures to compare it with. There's no young girls in my room.
Well, that'll keep you out of jail at least.
So here's Ahsoka and the Clone Wars Obi-Wan.
Let's see here.
And they're the same height.
Yeah.
Like, like that's foot to foot, and she is, and I'm not even talking about the like little points at her head. Like the top of her head is almost as high as his. It's just off.
Call up Dr. Evan Smith and see if I can do a leg chop. Bring the boot up a little bit.
That's all it takes. Just a little. But yeah. So I look a lot of this is neat. It glows in the dark. Yeah.
I mean, I know people like this stuff, but fuck all this Halloween stuff. Like,
I think it's cool because like if they can make money off reused stuff, that helps them fund more new stuff. So like I don't buy it, but I can just look at it.
Like, people that like it is cool. Like I'm just whatever though.
Yeah, I mean it's not for me. I don't, and I'm sure I say that, and I'm sure at some point they will be like, well, here's this thing, and I'll be like, okay, fine, that one's for me. The closest I think they've gotten is the Asajj Ventress witch that they showed in this stream, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, this holiday stuff looks really fun. I'm with John. Like, I'm not getting any of it, but I think the look of them like is so
That
festive, and if people want to buy it, and those funds go to making more Jedi,
the
Yep.
give
Mummy
it to them.
Stormtrooper is dope. Like the look of it, but I
Yeah,
still don't like. I don't need it, for any reason.
Right.
for fun.
No,
Do you guys
I'm
like
not gonna
decorate for
invest
Halloween
in
or
the
anything?
whole like Halloween Star Wars setup, and then so I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
did
have
I guess now I just seem like an asshole. I'm sorry.
yeah, what a
Yeah, what
dick.
the fuck, James?
No, you're okay to not like it.
Trying to shit on everyone's fun. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. Like I
John
agree
wanted
with you.
to
Like,
burn orphans on Christmas earlier, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a pretty high bar there. So
Is that Barbie's head on a stick? What is that?
It's
looks
her
like it.
broom to fly on.
Oh,
it does look like hair, like fake rooted
Yeah.
hair. Ah,
I like the cat,
the
Mhm.
Loth cat.
the whatever those things are called. They're from
Yeah.
the island of.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're the little things
Skywalker.
from the video game.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that what it is?
I don't remember
Yeah.
what they're called, but
Cute.
look at
I
her go.
forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not buying any of this, but it's fun to
Yeah.
look at.
Same. Yeah.
and to answer your question, Alexi, my wife does decorate for Halloween. I used to do a lot of Halloween decorations. Like I like with like severed limbs and fake blood and all kinds of stuff, like all
Right.
outside and everything. And then one year, like we did all that, and we spent a bunch of money on candy, and like one kid knocked on the door, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll take the
that
wind out of your
sucks.
sails.
yep.
The first year we lived here, I was like, all right, I'm gonna be the cool house. I'm gonna have the full size candy bars, right? It's gonna be because that's what I always wanted as a kid
Yep.
to like stumble upon that house. And yeah, we got 2 trick-or-treaters, so I ended up with just a box of full size
candy
candy bars. You know?
That you have to eat because you can't even give it away because everyone has extra candy at Halloween. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
yep.
Our neighbor does one year they did like a haunted house. And there was a lot of people there. We don't get any trick-or-treaters to our building because we're like in an apartment building, but the next door is just a single house. But we have some trick-or-treaters in our neighborhood. In our old neighborhood, definitely not. I don't know, it's just not. Every bag has razor blades and bombs in it, guys. Don't you know?
Yeah,
Right,
people
yeah,
they
and-
tend to avoid that, right? Yeah.
Drugs. That's why I was so mad. I was putting drugs in the candy, and then I had to do
Burn
all the drugs.
Burning
How do
through
you
your drugs.
can't drug the kids if the kids don't come by?
Right. No, that seriously, that year, that like only like 1 or 2 kids knocked on the door. Like whole families were coming and hitting every house across the street. And this, I live on a busier street now, but this was like back in the neighborhood street. Like it's nothing to cross the street, but they just weren't on our side of the street. And I was like, yeah, I'm not spending money on this anymore.
Yeah, I live on a super steep hill, and the houses are pretty spread out, like not right next to each other, and so it ain't worth it for no one to walk up. They'll, and then most people don't do anything; they just turn their lights off.
Yeah.
And so, like, I always have candy though. I'm always ready because they do have the people that roll around in cars and hop out and like trick or treat from their cars.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
And then in Seattle area, it's always rainy Halloween.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh, yeah.
and so like it's just not as big a deal. And I'm worried about like I would put stuff out in my yard, but I'm worried about someone rolling up and stealing it, and then I'd want to get violent and shit. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Halloween. What are you gonna do?
So I decorate inside a little bit here and there. I got a lot of skulls. I don't know.
That
Not
works.
real. Well, most of them.
It sounded like they were real. How about some news?
Let's hit that news, though.
Hit us with
everybody.
that sweet, sweet news.
Okay, so Mattel and OpenAI have announced a strategic collaboration. Okay, so what's ChatGPT and Mattel going to hit us with? I don't know. They're going to develop some groundbreaking experiences for us, gentlemen. That's what they're going to do.
I don't feel like I'm qualified to talk about this.
I am not. This show has zero qualifications. Okay. Alexi asked me questions about the figures that we have up on the screen, and I didn't even do research to understand what the hell we're looking at. So don't worry.
I did pick up this Metaluna monster.
Yes, please.
Target the other day.
Those are fun.
I love these, man. Yeah. They're great. And then with my Hellboy I got the other day, I got that little T-shirt off of it, so I think I'm going to put him with the Hellboy shirt on.
Oh, you got the shirt off. That's funny.
Because who really
wants Hellboy with the shirt?
Did the costumes back then have?
Oh, those, yeah.
Like the picture of the villain that you're wearing the mask of on the costume?
Yes,
yeah.
I had the Spider-Man. One year I gotta find this Polaroid, but I had the Spider-Man costume of this. And yes, you get the Spider-Man mask, but then on the costume itself, it just said Spider-Man down the side, and there's a picture of Spider-Man on the costume. And it's like this plastic bag. You're wearing a trash bag.
A trash bag. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I had one, and I just don't remember, But
I have a photo of I don't even know 4, 5 maybe of me and the Yoda one.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, they were
Dan Cooper's.
They were all the rage,
Like I remember some of the masks, like the like the more like the Frankensteins and the Draculas and the stuff like that, like in the Devil mask. But yeah,
there's a store. I don't know if it's still open. The pandemic killed so many businesses, but at least there was prior to that in the old times down by where Justin lives. That's like a open year-round Halloween type store, and we have some masks that are that kind of style, like with the band, like the rubber band.
Yeah,
we got Jar Jar Binks and Mr. Freeze from the George Clooney Batman movie.
Nice.
But they just had like walls and walls of masks in that style. It was really cool to see.
Jar Jar. I love Jar Jar. I don't care what anybody says.
Agreed.
That sounds like a cool story, though. I like that kind of stuff.
And that's what I know about it. OpenAI.
Yeah, and that, folks, is what AI is. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even see this. I don't know if they even went into any details of what this was going to apply to. I have no idea.
No, this is just the Mattel press release. So of course they don't give any good details on it.
Yeah, so it just means that some people are going to lose their jobs, is what it means.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most people assume that it's going to be like used for Barbie and give people, even worse mental conditions, because the Barbie related stuff. And
I like the last paragraph, the last sentence of the third paragraph. As a central part of this collaboration, Mattel and OpenAI will emphasize safety, privacy, and security in the products and experiences that come to market. Data breach in 3, 2, 1.
I mean, and that just screams toys. When you read that, like I felt I felt like I was playing with my action figures when I was a kid.
And AI was
brought you back. Yeah.
They probably need AI to keep from putting links to porn sites on their package.
That's
honestly, yeah. That person lost the job for everyone.
That is actually what launched this strategic collaboration, and here we are. Thanks a lot, Dick. So yeah, we've got this going on. What is it gonna? They're just looking for other ways to farm information out of collectors, right? That's
Absolutely.
all that sourcing is going to be, is just to gather all of that. And
you realize though, this will be incorporated into the DC stuff.
Oh no, I thought you meant this video. Damn it. Yeah, it will be incorporated into the DC stuff. That makes a lot more sense, actually. Yeah. It will be, yes. So I will get my Superman NFTs now from this, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll be paying for it in crypto coin before you know it.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually what they're just going to announce their own crypto called crypto.
Yeah.
There you go.
Too easy. There you go.
When the only money in the world is the Trump coin or whatever it is, yeah.
Well, that's after the war with the nation of Mattel. So okay,
That's right.
this is strategic collaboration.
Oh,
this is
sure,
actual
yeah.
military.
This is war planning. I get it.
They're gonna build a plastic dome to protect themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's all coming together.
Wow.
I get it now.
I, for one,
Dang.
welcome our new AI or
Yes.
overlords.
Mattel, please. We love you.
I've always said thank you to you, Alexa.
Although it sounded like Alexa was talking back earlier. I don't know, but yeah, so there's that. I don't know. It interesting, I guess. Weird. We'll see how it goes when
Every corporation is going to sign agreements
Mattel
like
comes
this
after us.
to try to save money on payroll. It's just going to come down to that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys use any kind of AI like in your daily lives, like ChatGPT or anything?
No. The closest thing is just having the Amazon Echo Dot to just have the lights be voice activated and stuff like that.
There you go.
Like, yeah, I don't use it. I don't like it. I don't like the videos that the AI videos people have done with their action figures. I hate it. But but I also don't troll people over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, I do whatever the fuck I want with my social media. Everyone else should do the same thing. You know.
Yeah.
But one of the most recent things I posted was just highlighting a bunch of like dickheads comments from social media whining about DEI at Hasbro and stuff like that. So if I can do that, people can make their dumb little AI videos too.
Yeah. Some of it with art is it's a mixed bag. Like I hate it would be taken away from people who, spend all that time drawing and painting and all that stuff. But at the same time, you can do some kind of cool stuff fast and see how it looks or change colors on stuff. But yeah, if something's like 100% AI, like in art, that's not cool. I don't know how to feel about the people doing videos with their action figures. I love David. That's all I'll say. I love David. So,
I wasn't
they're great guys.
Specifically talking about David, like he's
yeah, you were, man. Don't try to front now.
You said I specifically hate the ones that David and Rick do. Everybody else is fine.
We read the subtext.
Who's Rick? I'm so bad with people's real names.
Legion X.
Legion X.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's how much he means to you, Rick. You mean to him, I mean. Shit. We were at the grocery store last night, and we it's summer, so I was like, oh, let's get some watermelon. And I was like, all right, how do you tell if a watermelon's good? And it was like, I don't know, ask ChatGPT. And I was like, I'll make you walk home if you suggest that again.
Yeah, just Google it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Just type it in Google.
Don't worry, man.
Bro, your brain is a computer. Use it.
And one of the, ignoring all the, ethical and environmental concerns, one of the most annoying things is how often people see something that's an actual photograph and just immediately that's AI. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's like people are like, the CGI in this movie looks terrible when they're talking about practical effects. It's gotten to that level of ignorance where people just want to act high and mighty and they don't know what they're talking about. So that is also super annoying about it.
Yeah, I see a lot of the comic book artists, they're dealing with that now, people accusing them of using AI and stuff to enhance their work or completely do it. And it's like these people are, if you go back through their work, you can see their progression with a pen. And it's really sad that people get all now that everything's AI or whatever,
Yeah. Fodder Basher in the chat, AI can't produce anything without stealing from actual artists. I'm personally completely against it. So I think what Fodder Basher is getting at is when these AIs, just like a language model is trained on like people typing words, like the art AIs have to train on absorbing people's actual created artwork. And that's why a lot of the artists are against it because it's training its own algorithm on human produced stuff, and then it's like what's the word, like distilling it down to just like what it can one or zero and then output for like people's requests.
I saw something that somebody said within the last week, and I'm paraphrasing, and I'm probably not getting it exactly right, but I'll get the point across. That all art comes from either being angry or horny, and a computer can't be either thing. So a computer cannot create art, and it's 100% true. Like none of this stuff is a creation. It never is. It's just ones and zeros that are being blended together for you, and it doesn't make someone a creator. It doesn't make someone an artist. I can almost see someone like playing around with it, but then when someone's like, "Here, look what I did," no, you didn't. You didn't do that at all.
Yeah, I agree.
I believe my computer is both angry and horny, and that explains.
Is this
why,
based on your search history?
That
or?
explains why the search history is there, not because of my own searching. Okay.
As long as it's not at the same time.
No, they're two separate groups.
Let's not kink shame James.
Yeah, I mean, some of it is angry, but in a good, consensual way.
Right.
All right. Speaking of leaks, you guys want to talk about
some people say that YouTube channels are a form of art. Kenny, which one are you?
Depends on the time. It depends on the hour on Saturday, I guess.
This one's both. Oh my.
A little both. I don't know.
When Pock Photos was on, I know which one you were.
Just raring to go, you know.
All right.
So you guys
were leaking with energy.
Yeah, I was eliteing with energy. That eventually, I'm just trying to like get people to talk shit about me on the internet, basically, because then that will drive people to this channel.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
how it works, right? Whether
instead of hating on the product, you want them to hate you.
I say you want hate views? I don't know. That's not great.
Hey, engagement is engagement. Okay, the algorithm doesn't give a shit if it's a hate comment or not. You know, it's a comment is a comment.
If he produces anger, they'll produce
Bill O'Reilly of toys.
Just it's all angry or horny. I don't think that the horny comments will show up, but I welcome those two, I suppose. You know, I don't know what doors I'm opening right now. I'm actually gonna get out of this and talk about.
I welcome those.
Yeah,
it is way too late to backpedal now. I'm gonna post something.
We got
every video you upload.
Kenny welcomes private messages, photographs, any kind of donation.
You know, whatever you got, I guess.
Casseroles.
Even with my glasses, I can't read this list. So.
No one
it's
can. No. Well, guys, we don't have a huge budget on this show, okay? So I'm working off a Reddit post.
I'll put it on my other screen. I just can't look at you guys at the same time. So,
there's got to be a better list out there, but anyway.
Does your computer not zoom in?
Maybe. I told you it's angry and horny. I don't know.
Maybe.
There's got to be a way. We have the.
Are you on a Windows?
No.
You're on a Mac?
I got it. Here we go. I figured it out.
Nice.
Bam.
We're learning together.
That's so much better. Yeah.
Just go to Dan's stream and we'll react to it.
That would have been a smarter idea.
No, we'll do it better.
Quite an extensive list. Okay. And thankfully, whoever put this, let's see, Blarga Flarga 2003, who posted this on Reddit, kindly put it in an organized fashion, because if you were floating around social media over the last day or so, it was basically just a thread of translating these from this Spicy Psyduck, who is in China, has leaked other lines figures. You guys have watched other people talk about this. You know the drill at this point. But this Spicy Psyduck, apparently fairly reputable, with other leaks from different companies and lines. I'd put the list out there, and then somebody else was translating it to English. And then, thankfully, Blarga Flarga 2003 put it in a cohesive list here that I zoomed in on. So I did my part.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you. So quite a large amount of things announced. I think some obvious stuff, right? Avengers Doomsday with the MCU stuff coming up. There's some more Gamerverse stuff. If you guys haven't heard, I'm very passionate about Gamerverse figures in Marvel Legends. Some Maximum series stuff. Magic the Gathering. See, more Gamerverse.
I didn't even know that they did Marvel Magic the Gathering.
No one did.
Yeah, but I didn't know it either, but I'm not surprised. Like, if you have the licenses, why not?
Yeah, no, it makes total sense. And Hasbro is really pushing this Magic the Gathering.
Like, they have the licensing for
stuff.
Baldur's Gate, and they don't put out figures for the main characters of that, and I'm upset. All right, that's my that's the wrong show. Disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, this is I'm going to say personally, I hope this list is 100% accurate, because this is a huge money saver for me right here, that I can set aside cash for what will hopefully be a 1/12 scale DC line next fall.
That is
Designed by AI.
Designed by AI.
Jesus. But like, I mean, like a Luna Snow could be interesting. I don't know anything about Marvel Rivals. I don't know what that would look like. If it looks like the comic, it could be interesting. The same goes for Punisher. I don't know what that would look like from. I don't know anything about that game. Is that like the digital card game? Is that what that is?
No.
Or is that a fighting game?
It's like a massive online shooter game.
Okay.
But I mean, not all of them shoot with guns, but use their superpowers and stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay.
It's like Overwatch, but Marvel.
I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what it is, but I've never played it. Or
it's like a first-person shooter, but it's also over the shoulder, like third-person shooter, I guess you would say. But that's what Overwatch was. And then there's there's objectives to each match. It's player versus player, but it's also with an objective, and each team member has like a role on the team of like support or attack or like health. I don't really like the game, but I also didn't like Overwatch, so I'm cool to skip all of the Marvel Rival stuff.
I've never played any of those games, but I tried because it was Marvel, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on and try this. Yeah. And I was in the tutorial part, and I just gave up. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I'm like a decent gamer, and I was still just like, okay, I'm not into this, and I don't like playing stuff where I have to communicate with other people live.
Same, brother.
That was basically like what killed my interest in video games, when it became like a thing that people do online with a headset versus like, my friends are going to come over so I can kick the shit out of them in Tekken, But yeah, like I said, if Luna Snow looks like looks like a comic figure and doesn't look substantially different from that could be interesting. I'd hate to have to buy a 2-pack to get it, but I probably would.
I feel like you could sell the Spider-Man. Like, people buy Spider-Man.
Yeah, people want Spider-Man. Yeah, so yeah, that'd be easy enough. And then there's a Ghost Rider on the list. So if that's, Robbie Reyes, Alejandro Jones, I'd be very interested in that, but I don't need another Johnny Blaze. So
well, according to David from Displaying Model Behavior, the going theory is that it will be Vengeance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, I also heard that it could be the classic Ghost Rider, the all white cowboy, Phantom Rider, I think. But I've also heard Vengeance.
So
I would probably buy either of those, but I would be less interested than I would in Robbie or Alejandro. So
yeah.
So
I have the Ramen Racer Hell Charger on the way. So if it's Robbie Reyes, I'm down as fuck.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
That the Psylocke, you think
James.
it's just the X-Force one?
Oh yeah, that's what a lot of people were talking about too.
An updated X-Force one. Yeah,
that would make
maybe.
sense.
Wouldn't it be like really? No, there's no way, right? They just like throw like single pack the
No, if they announce that after that,
It would at least be a recolor.
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Sentinel pack I'm excited for, as well as American Secret Bath.
But if it's an X-Force one, like they could use that card because they haven't used that X-Force card. I don't think anybody said it's going to be a card back, but like,
didn't they use it for Deadpool?
No, I'm saying they haven't used it like since
Deadpool,
okay. Right? They've only used it the one time. So could be something.
Yeah, I mean, if it's X-Force Psylocke, I'll probably pick it up because I have an X-Force display now.
Yeah, I don't really do multiple versions of characters in Marvel Legends. Like I have like one figure for each character, but like the one exception to that is now I have an X-23 over where my Sentinels and some other X-Force characters are, not the Rick Remender X-Force, but like other iterations of the team. But I with her and Warpath, I would definitely add to that because those Rick Remender X-Force books were real good.
Yeah, I just have like all generations of X-Force together.
Yeah, that's what I like. I got Cable and Bishop and Hope Summers and Domino all over there on that same shelf, just like fighting against the different Sentinel characters.
Yeah. When Bishop was on there, which outfit was he wearing? Was he the bald Bishop?
I think so, but we don't have that, so I just have the what was it? Was it the Apocalypse Wave Build-A-Figure wave?
Nah, the only Bishop that came out before '97 was Sauron.
Sauron, okay. Yeah, that's the one I have.
The Wolverine one that says latest comic suit. I know we have too many Wolverines, but I want that if it's
the Winter Soldier, right?
I'll never turn down a Wolverine. Yeah, like the red and black with like
with the mask.
Yeah. That's the Ultimate Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
that's what he is in Ultimate. That's what I meant on the stream earlier, but I said Ultimate Weapon X like an idiot. Rich M probably saw it. He sees everything.
You see. And that was after you just shouted out, people in the chat. So,
yeah. Damn it. No, yeah, I would definitely be down for that Wolverine. What was the Sentinel pack? I hope it's the Marvel versus Comcast.
Rivals over Overwatch. There you go. Yeah, so Roach, they're putting out allegedly some Rivals figures. Sorry, go ahead, Alexi.
No. I lost my thought. What were we talking about?
Well, it's a good question.
Sentinels. Thank you. I hope it's the Capcom Sentinel. That would be wild. Pack kind of makes it sound like it's another 2-pack or army builder.
Makes the most sense, right? Especially the direction that they've been going with everything. And like, what other Sentinel would it be, right? That's kind of like the last bastion of Sentinels that need to be
Bastion?
I mean, what are these? Are these the video game ones?
Yeah, that's what I would think of for a Sentinel pack.
Yeah,
Is this
they're
a
like the
pickup?
arcade ones, but like the
Oh, you're
Marvel
talking about the
versus
ones in
Capcom
Marvel versus
specific.
Capcom?
Yeah.
Oh, what if it's the same ones? They just recolor them.
Maybe.
Probably. It's a good option.
They do like the green and yellow, or yeah, it was like green
Oh
and
yeah,
yellow.
that's right.
How do you guys feel about Avengers: The Crossing, Scarlet Witch and Vision?
If that's Scarlet Witch, if that's the outfit that David displays model behavior was showing in his stream, that outfit's dope. I have no idea about the
Vision
comic.
I have. So
Which Vision do you have, John?
I have the one from the 3-pack that had Kate Bishop with the
The modern Vision?
yeah, I really
Oh,
like
yeah.
that design, and I love that Tom King book, and that all new, all different Marvel era
Yeah.
of what was that, like 2015, 2016, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I love that book, and so yeah, that's the Vision in my display. It Bucky Cat body, but whatever. I don't care. I just really like that design. So
Well, it sounds like you'll be getting something a little more updated like that. I feel like the Avengers: The Crossing style of Vision is closer to what you have.
okay,
I like the Spawn cape on it. I don't know if you guys saw that in the art that they showed off today on Dan's stream. He has like the high pointed collar like Spawn.
I did not see. I was not in the room when they were talking about that.
Scarlet Witch looks really cool. I only have the Family Matters 3-pack version of the Scarlet Witch. So at this point, there's three. There's the one that has some cleavage showing, but has the more poor articulation. Then there's the Family Matters, which they painted over it, but she has some updated articulation. And then there's the retro card, which is a lighter pink version of
Yeah, that's the one I got. The West Coast
Yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah, West Coast Avengers style. So I have the Family Matters 3-pack, and it's actually the only figure from that 3-pack I still have, but it sounds like I'm going to be selling it soon.
Interesting.
There you go.
I don't have a comic style Wanda. I have I think it's the Disney Plus WandaVision figure, just because I like the look of it. I like it better than the comic costumes. And unlike Dan Hu, I have no problem mixing MCU stuff into my comic display if I think of it.
I say on my like Midnight Suns type shelf, I have the one from her movie, the MCU.
And that, Alexi, of the comic ones they have released, is easily the best one. So
yeah, that's
dope. Her head sculpt is really good for before they started doing photoreal stuff. And then she still got a little cleavage there. It's just painted over. I like the darker color tones. I just really wish I would have done something better with the cape. And then, of course, she's got like the pinned knees there with the single jointed elbows. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know what this goes for on the aftermarket. So depending on how soon they announce. I like that one. I like the coloring on that one. The cape is probably the same. And I think you could probably get another
dude, if you got a wired cape for that one, Alexi, like it would be so fire.
Yeah, I think I need to.
And then I have my other one, the MCU.
Oh, okay. Is that the one you have, John?
Which one is that, James?
This is like the Target exclusive one at there, or Walmart. One of them, I can't remember. It has the black.
That one came out with the Doctor Strange movie, right?
Yeah.
I have the one from before that I think is basically the same figure, just decoed differently.
But I use this with other comic characters. I have a couple MCU things that I still have on the shelf, but not many.
They gave her a costume a lot like that in the comics around that time. And again, that's a story that I really like. So when that figure came out, I was like, yep, that's going to be the Scarlet Witch in my display.
Yeah, that's a really good figure. And then this is the Vision that I've got, which is the older retro card Vision.
Tiny Vision. Yeah, that's a cool figure.
It's so cool. I just love the shine on that one.
Yeah, I like the metallic paint on it. That's why I kept it instead of getting that newer version.
Yeah, Vision when I didn't have a Vision when I was blind, but I didn't I didn't have vision until that one come out in the whatever wave that was last year.
The Void Wave, I think.
Yeah, the beginning. Yeah, so
Yeah, I had the one from the Hulkbuster wave, but then when that 3-pack, that Toys R Us 3-pack came out, I sold it and replaced it with that all new, all different one.
Yeah. The with the leaks here, so obviously there's a few Punishers listed on here, which I'm looking forward to. Even the Rivals one, because I did see a picture of that, and he's pretty like loaded up with weapons and stuff, so it should be pretty cool looking at least. I'm curious about this Walmart exclusive one. It's probably a classic Punisher based on the newer body from that Bushwhacker 2-pack, I'm guessing. One thing that really like intrigues me though, even though it's under the Magic the Gathering umbrella, is the Doom 2099, and not specifically because of Doom, but because of the 2099 stuff, right? So now they're opening the 2099 door. I think there's a lot of cool designs from like that, especially that early era of 2099, right? Punisher specifically for me, but I think it could be cool stuff. RG, what's going on? Welcome.
hello there. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the 2099 era. I have the Mafex Spider-Man 2099. I used to have the Legends version, but the Mafex when it came out. They haven't updated original 2099 in a long time from Legends. That's the only 2099 figure they've done, right? Is Spider-Man until now. Yeah, I have all of those issues still, like on my comic wall, all those 2099 like issue number ones. How about you, James? Are you excited for 2099 stuff?
I'm not. I did not read this stuff. I'm like looking at the Doom right now on. I didn't chat GPT it, but I Googled it.
You should have. That would have been on topic.
You should have asked ChatGPT how you should feel about it.
Yeah, 2099 was
me
just one of those things that missed me because I wasn't doing Marvel in the 90s. So
okay,
fair.
It looks
X-Men
cool, like the blue and
2099
gray.
was cool.
Like,
The spikes, he's got like spikes on his shoulders, right? Or on his like chest straps.
I'm surprised I never bought, because I bought so many comics just for art, like, you know, like of Doom stuff. That I'm surprised I never picked one up with this outfit. But now I have to hunt down a couple covers, and so I'll have it when the figure comes out, because I'll buy it for sure. Anything Doom, I'm in.
That's what I'm saying.
I just they showed on the stream, on Dan's stream, they showed an image for Marvel Snap Doom 2099, and I felt like it looked a lot like the Ultimate Iron Man figure, so that maybe they could do some reuse there with some tweaking. But I forgot who it was in the chat, but they said they don't think it looks that much like Ultimate Iron Man. So
they basically did like the whole roster with this like 2099 look. Like
they did Punisher, they did Venom, they did Spider-Man, they did X-Men, they did Doom, and there was another title. Unless you guys can remember some other ones. They did Hulk.
Yeah.
I like the Venom. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Mafex is going to do a Venom 2099.
Yeah, I like the white around the eyes and stuff like that. That's cool. And the sculpting that they could do for the spider on the chest would be really fire if they did it actual sculpt. Anyways.
But yeah, this list has a lot of MCU stuff, some animated stuff that just it isn't really my bag. So
yeah.
Although I would like to have an X-Men 97 morph. Just because I really like the character. Like Morph was my favorite part of X-Men 97. So I would.
It's so funny that that's not on the list there, Morph.
On the 97?
Yeah. Like, because that seems like
an
obvious character. Like the most obvious character that they need to make from that
this could be later, and that could be coming early. Like, there's no telling like where in the pipeline any of this, assuming any of it is legit.
Right.
Here it is, you know.
And then you think all those are like the last episode when they change uniforms?
Yeah, that's what people are
Probably.
saying. I think it is too.
But what about North Star though? Like, that's random.
I don't remember North Star being a big character in season 1, so people are speculating that they're going to be in season 2 or a main character in season 2.
Yeah.
But that was what I wanted to say earlier, and since John brought up like the list overall, a lot. This seems like the amount based on the amount of characters that they've given us, and like the different subsections of like Marvel that they've pulled from. This seems like it's going to be a long way out. Like this is probably
Yeah.
2 years worth of releases or something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
I think that's a good
the-
point. Like, we're looking at a lot of 27 releases probably.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anybody else follows media outside of action figures, like for Avengers Doomsday, the film, a lot of leaks about the plot's real, that's for the leaks. Leaks about the plot have been released because a meeting was just held from Disney about their properties for people to solicit the licenses. So these are also the meetings where Hasbro, and I mentioned this before, Hasbro gets their original designs to base their figures off of like a year out or so. So like this time last year, they were getting their solicits for those Fantastic Four figures that we just saw, which is why there may not be 100% to what we see in the trailers, but that's the design that Hasbro bought or like saw a solicit for from Disney a year ago. So I think this list is part of that solicitation for the stuff that's coming in a year or two from Disney. And so this is something that Hasbro probably passed to their factory in an email or something like that. And this is like the raw information that we're looking at.
Yeah, and you think though too, like if you look at that Avengers Doomsday, like everything underneath that until the maximum, or all the MCU stuff, I should say, is it's like anybody could just like I could have thought of that and like put it down, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like
Of course,
none of that's like super. I don't know, informative. I think like oh, there's gonna be a Doctor Doom for Doomsday. You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they could have just left that out. Like I don't know. Like
Some of it makes sense up there, like the Mr. Fantastic with Herbie, because a lot of
that's
people were
cool. Yeah,
complaining.
like if that was the only thing on there,
Yeah.
or maybe a new Shang-Chi.
What did I say about the Fantastic Four figures? I'm not going to get this wave that's coming out. I'll just wait for the better ones, which is going to be this set, right? So,
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Wow,
ignorant. Have
we
they
went
ever
there.
done a comic Shang-Chi?
He was
Yeah.
shirtless.
And he's got
Yeah.
like a dozen alternate hands.
Yeah, he had a
Yeah.
ton of hands.
so many
Okay,
hands.
that's cool. I did.
Yeah,
I
it's
never,
it's a really good figure.
I might have to look for it, the old one then, because I imagine they're just doing another MCU one. It would be cool if they did a new comic.
It's probably another MCU one.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the Wolverine? You think that's legit?
There's no way, right? Like,
I mean, if this were still like Fox as a separate entity, no. But because that's a Disney thing, they got the likeness rights when he signed the deal to be in the movie.
yeah.
Disney didn't sign him without being able to merchandise him.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
So do you think that Gambit is Tatum?
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
Tatum. I think so. Yeah.
I definitely think that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want much MCU stuff, but I would have to get that. I mean, that was
Dude,
iconic.
yeah.
Tatum Gambit.
Even if he has like a traffic cone jacket, like would you want him to have something soft so he can move around?
No, I would just stand him right next to emo Peter on my like movie shelf. Like, Toby McSadface and
Yeah.
Channing Tatum.
Sword King.
I might get him
Wolverine
a
for
stripper
sure.
pole though, like or something too, because isn't he Magic Mike too?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right.
I would sooner buy the Magic Mike figure before the Deadpool or whatever Doomsday Gambit figure. I buy a whole set of Magic Mike figures. And Magic Mike 2, just to be clear.
Oh, damn.
Not the sequel. Shit. Both Art G and Flipuma kind of alluded to the fact that the Magic the Gathering might be lost in translation, right? So may lean more into Snap as opposed to
That would
Magic
make
the
sense.
Gathering.
Yeah,
I
card
assume
game.
Snap is the card game the digital card game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that definitely makes a lot more sense. And
If they do Maximum Black Suit Spider-Man, is it going to be $50 and come with the same stuff again?
it's just going to be a repaint of the Maximum Spider. Even the web sperm will be in symbiote instead of
Oh shit. That I don't want to Google Magic the Gathering Marvel. Like, I just don't want that in my history. So I was going to try to find out a bit of it.
Chat GPT.
If you Google that, your targeted ads on Instagram are going to get wrecked.
If you want to know more about,
steer clear of that.
I think. Oh wait, did they do a video? Strong Collectors do a video with Rich on Rivals or Snap? I don't know, but like
on Snap.
Snap. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that was released tonight, right? Or today.
Yeah. So I don't ask me. I don't know. I don't have any information for you. So I would tell you to Google it, but then make sure you use incognito mode. Maybe that'll be
that will not stop. If you're signed in on Chrome, that will not stop it.
Well, I have some cleaning to do, guys. I'll be back. Look, any of this stuff, anybody can make a list, right, and just throw it out there. And I think we could all reasonably guess some things. Rich mentioned it in Dan Who's stream earlier, right? Oh, Doomsday figures, of course. X-Men 97 figures, of course. Like that stuff is a given, right? Everything else up for grabs. The Rivals and Snap stuff makes sense, right? They've started to branch out into Snap with the Comic-Con Savage Land pack, right? And I guess Rivals is the next thing. We're already getting a bunch of the Marvel versus Don't Say Capcom. So lots of Gamerverse stuff. And before we jumped on, we were talking about how there's good cross section there between people who are very heavily invested in gaming and have a lot of interest in that and a lot of knowledge of Marvel solely from video games, right?
Yeah.
So
try to sell an action figure instead of a Funko Pop. It's a good strategy. And
if you're out there, trust me, you'll like these better than Funkos. I'm just saying, they're way cooler.
They are cooler, but Funko people do like them Funkos.
They do. Rich M, the guy from the Strong Collectors, he was on Dan Who's channel today. Oh, look at that, branching out.
Yeah, he was cursing me on there today.
Oh.
He just likes to randomly shout "fuck you" at me on the streams. Like
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely deserve it. I'm not complaining.
You guys got anything else? Anything we didn't cover? Any toy news information that you want to get out there?
No, just keep an eye on social media this week. Hopefully see some new stuff shown by Big Bad Workshop, Fresh Monkey Fiction. At the very least, there will be announcements, renders, stuff like that. I would assume maybe prototypes. And I know Spiro will also be at Joe Fest. They might have something new to show down there.
All right. Good tips. Joe Fest going on this weekend. So
yep.
Hey, if you go by the Mythic Legions table.
I will. I will. What do you need?
I want that barbarian, the one they're only doing at the cons right now. Let me see if I can. I'll send you a picture of it.
If it's an exclusive that they're going to have at the show, send me some information about it, and if I can grab it for you, I'll be happy to.
That would be rad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think I would know anyone that was going, and so.
Yeah, I mean, and they're definitely going to be there. So.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, I got nothing. I ordered a couple of Mafex, Lexi, a couple of DC. So,
What'd you get?
got the Batman, the 105, the Hush Batman. I think it's 105 is the number, I think. And
Hush Blue.
You could tell me
105,
it's
yeah.
Blue.
85, 97, 32. I don't know.
And then I got the Harley Quinn Hush.
Nice. Also, Mafex.
Yes.
Hell yeah. 162. Kenny's keeping count.
162. I'm going to write that down.
And
Alexis is going to quiz you on it Saturday night.
I have you. Should I get the Poison Ivy or
Yes.
Yes?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and finish.
Should I get the Poison Ivy? I know that the vines seem to slide a little bit. Did you?
On mine, I basically kept all the vines on except for the thigh. The thighs kind of fall off, so I just kept her ankle and then like the rest of her arm vines on. But
Because it's
Great figure
cheaper than
overall.
getting the Mcfarlane one from the movie, the Uma Thurman. Yeah,
Mhm,
nice.
mhm.
that one's already more expensive than this.
I think so. It's
Wow.
definitely $100, and that's
Wild.
$94 on Amazon, free shipping.
Wild.
Do it.
She does look good, though. I like that one.
Yeah,
Great figure.
because I don't have a Harley or a Poison Ivy in my McFarlane, and I don't think I'm ever going to get them. So
I mean, you already got the Harley, right? You might as well get her girlfriend.
yeah, I know that's kind of what I was thinking, and so I figured I'd just have them two with Batman and then hopefully
Go
the
on.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, these seem like characters that Mattel should be putting out in their first year. So if you don't feel,
If not the
Go
first
ahead.
year, within a couple.
yeah. So, but a Mafex is always going to sell. So if you
I
want
don't
to get
think
them
they're
now,
going to
sell
look
them
as
later.
cool as the Mafex ones though either. Like especially the Harley and the Batman.
What's AI going to be able to do in a year from now, James? They're going to be able to
If
make a figure
AI
of you.
can't make a better looking figure, then what the fuck are we doing? All right.
What are we even doing here?
And Justin, I have a great McFarlane Superman, and that's all I need. I don't need a Mafex Superman. I like my Superman I got. It has a S on the back. It has a wire cape. I'm good.
I can't believe you just put the words "great" and McFarlane in a sentence
Oh,
together.
come on, John.
It wasn't James. It
McFarlane's
was
pretty
the
straight.
AI. The AI has taken over.
That's the AI told him to say that.
Kenny slipped me a $5.
Shout out, Riley.
What up, Riley?
First of all, I would never pay anybody to praise McFarlane. I do that on my own against my own better judgment. So why
and
why
you
am
can
I-
watch Justin do it for 3 hours for free every Saturday. So I wouldn't do that if I were you, but you could if you wanted.
If you want it.
If you want it. Yeah. Oh, look, it's about that time. I'm getting the weird comments from Twitch.
Ah.
Whoa.
Was that the guy who put out the leak list? Who was that?
Oh, maybe.
That was it. Spicy side duck.
Thank you, Spicy Side Duck.
Mm.
Well, gentlemen, then let's go around the horn and tell the good people where they can find you if you want to be found. James, we'll kick it off with you.
Put me on the spot quick there. I thought
That's
I
right.
thought it was around.
I figured you had a pickup to show off. I saw you
Oh.
digging around down there, so I was like,
I mean, I did get this as well.
There it is. Thank you.
I don't know why I needed another black suit Spider-Man.
There's a Maximum coming out.
It was like, because it looks so shiny on the photos, and it doesn't look that shiny. I'm a little...
They got you.
I got
It's just
the black webbing, though. I don't know if we ever got that before?
No, that's new.
No.
I don't know why I'd need the black webbing, but that's what I got.
It called to you.
And another black suited Spider-Man. I think I have 4 or 5 now. All right. Anyways, that's it. SICNS on Instagram. Thank you, Kenny, for having me on. Nice to hang out with you, John and Alexi. That's it.
Happy to have you. Thanks for joining.
Always a pleasure, my man.
John, take it over to you.
Yeah, compulsive collector. I mean, if you can find me with that, I'm on there. If you can't, I'm not. That's about it. Thanks for having me, Kenny. I appreciate it. It was good to talk with Alexi and James.
Likewise. Yeah. Appreciate you jumping on.
Yeah,
there's your Temple Guardian
me,
mask.
Right? No.
Yeah.
Alexi.
What was that one pickup too many or something? Sorry, Alexi. I just fucking was like, fuck this.
I was surprised you didn't jump in with the Doom helmet on to show that off.
I thought about it. I just couldn't get off camera long enough.
Yeah. We can stall.
Yeah, no worries. And just to answer my question from earlier, if you want to find the best watermelon at the supermarket, it needs to be heavy, proportional to its size. It should have a creamy yellow field spot.
Yep.
And it should be dull colored and not shiny. I Googled that myself. I didn't chat GPT that.
Hell
babe.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to tell me about more ways to fondle fruit in the supermarket, you can find me at Your Boys Got Toys on Instagram. And I'm here every Freers Day for whatever this stream. Today it is the T stream in the T stream. But on Saturday, you can find me at Just Justin Collects channel for our Collecting Justified show. So I will catch you in 2 days.
Sounds good. And folks, I guess if you're looking for me, you've already found me because you're here, but you can find me here. You can also find me over on Justin's channel on Saturday nights on Collecting Justified. And like John said, if you put this on anything, if you find me, that's where I am. And if you don't find it, then I'm not there, right? It's that simple. So I can't say it any better than John did. But I appreciate you, gentlemen, for exactly. Like, why even try? Why bother? You know. But gentlemen, I do appreciate you jumping on and talking toys this evening. Folks, if you're out there, you want to jump on 1 week, as I said at the beginning, the ticker below, all you got to do is send me that DM. I'll put it in my stories. I'll make a post the day of the stream to let you know which Friars day we're on, whether that's Thursday or Friday. And then just send me a DM. We'll get you on. Of course, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. If you want to join the members club, that's up to you. I certainly appreciate it. And, just one more quick shout out to those channel members. There they are. Just Justin Collects, Christopher Allen, Northern Nomad, John Morrissey, Bring Toys to Work, Dan Who Reviews, Sith AF, St. James, Compulsive Collector, and Legion X. Everybody, it's been a good time. Justin, we will see you on Saturday. This week, what are we talking about this week?
McFarlane shit.
McFarlane shit and Weeb shit.
No,
we're talking some good figures for the year, so it'll be a fun conversation.
Oh, that's right. Top 3,
and,
top 5.
Yeah, top something. Justin might be there, and I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about these leaks. Right, just seems to be the hot topic for the week. But other than that, everybody, appreciate you tuning in. We will see you next Friars Day. And you'll know which day that is when it happens. Bill and Ted.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes!